What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another player prop video. This one we're talking about the WNBA. We have 4 picks for you guys to consider. This one we're going on underdog here. If you're not on here, they do have a free square, Gunnar Henderson over a half home run you could take advantage of. And a free deposit match, just use the link down below. Stay tuned to hear all 4 of the picks. If you guys want more picks, I do post more in the private Discord along with 5+ other cappers. You can see we'll have some prize picks in there for tomorrow in the WNBA as well, and all sports. NBA Summer League, MLB, esports, PGA we've been going hard on. You see yesterday I hit my WNBA, and so did Volo Bets, another one of our cappers. Another capper giving out winning PGA picks, and we got winning esports picks over here as well. So definitely check it out. We do have a 1-day free trial here, and then after that it's just less than $1 per day to get access to all those picks in all sports, Prizepicks, underdog. We talk all the player props, all sports, and you can get picks from a bunch of cappers in there. We've been having a ton of big wins with members in the Discord, so definitely get over here and check it out on that free trial. So let's get into this one now. We'll see you guys over in the Discord. Definitely take advantage of the 1-day trial over there. But for the first pick, we're going to go to Kelsey Mitchell, and we're going to take her over on her points at 15.5 in this game. Been liking her all season. I think definitely starting to click a little with Caitlin Clark here. Has been hitting this points pretty consistently. I'm going to be using Outlier all video. They do have a 7-day free trial if you want to check them out. You could see a ton of great stats over here. So Kelsey Mitchell over 15.5 points. Phoenix, 9th most points allowed, 85 per game. And this is a 65% hit rate for Kelsey Mitchell on the season. Slow start, her first game 8-5. Since then has absolutely been crushing 15 out of 21 games. I think this line's down a little bit because she did miss the last 2, but barely. It was good to see as we come down to the minutes that the last 3 games she has played massive minutes, so 35, 35, and almost 38 minutes. So the minutes definitely there. Has been scoring a ton this season. You can see a little insight here. She's exceeded 15.5 points in 9 of her last 10 games against bottom 5 defenses in the WNBA. And she's averaged 21.3 points in those games. So I definitely think a good spot for her, good line. Also, you can see she is slightly better. A cool thing you do on Outlier is look at games without certain players. So without this player that I'm not going to try to pronounce her name, who's been out as of late, the last 8 of 12 games, she's hit that. And we've seen a bump in minutes up to 33, up from 30 that she plays when that other player is in the lineup. So definitely a cool thing you could do on Outlier as well. Okay, so for the second pick, we're going to the Las Vegas game. We're going to be taking some unders in this game because I do think it's going to be a blowout against Atlanta here without Ryan Howard. So we're going to Jackie Young under on her points at 19.5. I think it's just a high line already for Jackie Young coming off a big game, but I think that this game will be a blowout. We've definitely seen some lower scores in blowouts for some of the top scorers on the Aces. So in 2024, this is right at a 50% hit rate, and she started off the season hitting this 4 times in a row. As of late, her past 16 games, this is a much lower hit rate than 50%. We can also look at head-to-head. So in 3 of her last 5 games here, she has gone under against Atlanta, and that actually dates back to last season. This season she had 15 against them. So in a spot where it could be a blowout, we haven't seen that many blowouts from the Aces this season, but this game has a massive spread here, 13.5 point spread. The money line is over 1,000 for the Aces here, so they do expect to win and win big in this game, which I think they could be in for a blowout, which we haven't seen much from them this year, which some of these players will go under on these blowouts because they just won't play as many minutes in the fourth quarter. We definitely saw that a lot last year, especially with Asia Wilson. So we're going to Jackie Young on the under. Just already kind of a higher line. We've seen her at like 17.5, 18.5 these past few games, and now in this game that could be a blowout, it bumped up to 19.5, so definitely taking the under. Then I'm going to under on Asia Wilson, who I just mentioned as well, at 27.5. I was under her last game when it was at 27 flat, and she did go under. She got 24. But this one, like I said, I think it could be a blowout. If we look at her on Outlier, obviously she has been crushing this year, so it's not going to be looking good. If you just look at it this season, she's only gone under this 38% of games. But the last 10 has been, 6 of 10 she's gone under, so trending downward. But we can also look last year where she went under this point total in 78% of games because there were a lot of blowouts, as we see here. Like they were pretty consistently winning by like 20 points in a lot of these games. We haven't really seen that this year that much, but I think in this game it's supposed to be like a 14-point game, which I think will maybe even be more without Ryan Howard in this game. So I think this one could go under as well in a blowout spot, kind of like what we were seeing last year from her, where she did play just 31 minutes per game last year on average, compared to this year playing almost 34 minutes. So almost a 3-minute bump this season. And yeah, we did see a lot of these blowouts games where she was playing under 30 minutes in these games last year. So going to go to the under for those reasons for those two Aces players. Then for the last pick, we're going to go to another points over in this one. We're going to go to Natasha Cloud, who's been playing extremely well as of late. Gets the Indiana Fever in this matchup, one of the worst defenses in the WNBA. But this game's actually supposed to be close. If we look at the spread on this one, Phoenix is only 2.5-point favorites and an extremely high total, 172.5 in this game. So a ton of points expected to be scored and a close game. So not really worried about a blowout as much in this one. And we're expecting a ton of points here. So for Cloud going over, she's been extremely hot as of late. We could look at her just straight points on the season, a 45% hit rate. In her last 7 games, she's gone over this in 6 of 7 of them with a 31-point game 2 games ago. Also, the minutes have consistently been up. So we saw 34 from her, 36. Like compared to earlier in the season, she was seeing less than 30 in like 7 of her first 10 games, it looks like here. So the minutes have been up as well for her, which is definitely good to see. Also, a big thing here is Diana Taurasi is expected to be out again. Without Taurasi in the lineup, 3 of 3 games she's gone over this point total in July here in these 3 July games. So I think without Taurasi, she has a bigger role on this team and will shoot the ball a lot more. So definitely liking her without Taurasi in this game. Bigger minutes, has been hitting this point total pretty consistently. Great matchup as well. I think definitely one of my favorite picks here, so going to go to her. If you guys want more picks from me and 5+ other cappers, you can see that we are posting them in the private Discord here. Hit my WNBA prize picks yesterday. Volo hit the same here in the WNBA. We got golf picks as well hitting, and esports, so we post in all sports. There is a 1-day free trial right now, and then after that, it's just less than $1 per day if you want to continue to get picks in all sports from 5+ cappers. More picks from me, so we'll see you guys over in the Discord and subscribe to the channel.